Hiya Ren, Grandpa Dave here. I've got a special movie just for you. It's all about the Grand Final Parade. Hope you like it. Every year before the Grand Final, there is a big parade through the streets of Melbourne. It's a special day. Two bands are chosen to play the theme song for each team competing. Hundreds of thousands of people come to cheer their teams, to see the Grand Final Cup, and to see the players. In 2007, I was asked by my good friend John Kelly, who was leading the Q Band, to come down and bring my tuba to help out in the Grand Final Parade that year. The next year, 2008, members of my band were also asked to help the Moorabbin Band. Uncle Lou and Auntie Jen decided to come down and help me out as well. In 2009, Auntie Jen's team, the Saints, made the finals. She was very excited to play in that parade, but they didn't win. In 2010, they made it again. That didn't end well either. In 2011, I had to play with the Moorabbin Band by myself because for some reason, Auntie Jen and Uncle Lou didn't want to play the song that year. But the next year, they both came back to help out again. In 2013, the Fremantle Dockers made their first ever appearance. Jen and I were there. But in 2014, our own band, the mighty Darebin Band, was asked to play. This was very special, as this was the last time the march went up Collins Street. Darebin was a sight to see. In 2015, the march route was changed to starting at Spring Street and going all the way to the MCG.
Kids, they had an absolute ball, put a smile on their faces, and as I said, the cup's done the rounds.
You could be a bit rusty on the march today, Sammy.
Could be. Is there any horses further up the parade?
Yeah, there will be horses. There are always horses on the Grand Final Parade.
I remember that bit of marching.
Yeah. Just be careful. You could always do a skip.
This bear managed to find itself secured to this tuba. I think it might have something to do with the bear and the tuba's owner. This bear's got a bit of history when it comes to this tuba, so it'll be Sebastian's first march, his first Grand Final march at least.
Grand Final Parade is this for you?
For me, believe it or not, this is my first as a player with my with my cornet.
I find that hard to believe.
I know,
A man of
I
brass
know.
of such long standing. And Brendan, how long have you been a Bulldog supporter?
Most of my life.
What do you think makes this day such a special one for the bands?
Oh, well, it's probably the biggest audience you get for a brass band. A couple 100,000 people, however many are here. It's the best exposure you can get for a brass band. So it's fun. Also, particularly a year like this, where the Western Bulldogs are in for the first time since the 50s. You bring out all the old flags and everything that people have been sitting in their house for years. So seeing those people come out and get to enjoy that and get their time in the sun is cool too. Yeah, I enjoy that.
In 2018, the mighty Darebin City Brass was back leading the parade. But that was the year that Gramps Dave got a bit sick. Everybody said, "You better stay home, Dave." I said, "No way, I'm going." 2 days after that parade, Gramps Dave went to see a special doctor who fixed him right up. Last year, the mighty Darebin City Brass was back again. And Gramps Dave was so fit, well, they asked him, "Dave, will you lead the band this year?" And I said, "Sure." People often ask me at the end of the parade, "What do you do with your scarf?" Well, usually when I'm walking back to the car, I try and find a little kid who hasn't got a scarf. Last year, I found a little Indigenous kid, the youngest in his family, and he didn't have a scarf. And he was very pleased to get a scarf that had been in the big parade. His mum and dad said, "Hey, thanks a lot, mister. That really means a lot." And I said, "No, it doesn't." I said, "You Aboriginal people invented the game anyway. It's the least I can do." Anyway, Ren, that's my grand final story. I hope you liked it. See you soon, and go Cats.